Daniela speaks on her life before, during, and after Big Brother with Hit Fm Calabar.
We have season 7 Level Up Big Brother Naija finalists. Daniella Peters joining us. So yeah, big ups to all the dynamites. Let's go, Daniela is in the
Yay!
house.
Thank you so much
Hey,
for having me.
yeah,
Hi.
I mean it feels good to have you join us. How are you doing? How's it been?
It's been crazy. It's been overwhelming. But besides that, I'm just super, super grateful. I came out to so much love and I can't thank God enough. And I can't
Mm.
thank Dynamites enough for all the supports as well.
So let's start with that. Let's start with coming out to so much love,
Yeah.
going into the house, relatively unknown, and then coming out. Everyone wants a piece of you. How do you handle it?
Um, huh. I can only say it's God's strength, honestly, because I am a huge people person, but at the same time, coming out like that, it's not always the best option to always, be with everyone. So I've just been taking it one day at a time, um, trying to discern what needs to be discerned. And yeah, I'm just moving on grace at this point.
There's crazy love. You can just see the comment section. Everyone's saying love, 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 love. The love
Thank
is crazy, and it's clear that it's genuine, it's organic. You know, um, loving, 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 loving what you're doing. So let's take it back now and start from the beginning. Which is
you.
usually the best place to start. What was Daniela doing before the Big Brother? What kind of person were you?
I was a hustler. Um, I was working as a customer service attendant and I was running my small business, the errands. It was a logistics business. So yeah, I was doing a lot. I was writing poetry, putting out content on my Instagram in terms of poetry as well. So Daya was trying to just make sure she's touching everything that she's interested in. But as soon as the brother came, it just gave me a platform to just, let me show my poetic side as well and my artistic side. So let me
Hmm.
stop business for now.
What's that thing that pushed you to, audition for BB Niger?
I won't lie, it was my mom. My
Shout
mom
out to
pivoted the
Momsy.
whole idea. Yay! My mom pivoted the idea. Yeah, she watched the lockdown edition and she said, "Don't you have talent? Can't you do what these people are doing?" Because she watched the task and everything. And she was like, "I should give it a try." At that time, I didn't think I could, so I decided to watch Shine Your Eye. So I
Hmm.
watched that season and I was like, okay, you know what? Let me see if what my mom is saying is possible. So I tried it. First audition, I got selected, and here I am.
So when you tried it, were you optimistic that hey, I got to get this, or you was just like, let me do it for mommy?
Um, I think first of all, the first thing is, um, I started the auditions for my mom.
Hmm.
Halfway through the auditions, I was like, you know what? I think I really do need this change in my life. Then I started doing it for me as well, and it was more of if it works out, then I know that this is something that I'm supposed to be involved in, and it
Beautiful.
worked.
What attracted you to poetry, and is it spoken word that you do, or just generally, writing dramatic poetry?
um, Firstly, what attracted me to poetry was the fact that I needed an escape. Growing up, I wasn't the most confrontational person. So when it came to expressing how I felt, I would look for a pen and paper and I would write down every emotion I was feeling. And that was me confronting how I felt. Then, along as time was going on, I shared what I wrote with someone and they just said, "This is beautiful." And then I did my first piece and I posted it on my Instagram page and the feedback was amazing. And I was like, okay, you know what? I think I can actually do
What's
this.
growing up for you like?
Growing up, I was into sports. So I used to run track as well. I
Hmm.
play basketball. I play basketball as well, but track was my first love. So as a kid, I used to stammer a lot. So talking wasn't something I would get involved in. So being that I used to stutter and all of that, then moving back to Nigeria and then not continuing my sports, it broke me. And it felt like, oh, my reason for being alive was taken away. Right. And then I started writing it out because I wasn't going to talk to my parents. I'm like, oh my God, you're not supporting my dream, this, because I didn't know how to convey those words out properly without stammering. And I wasn't about to like do that as a child. So that's when the writing started. And then because of the fact that I used to stammer, it messed up with my self-esteem. Self-confidence was on like a negative zero. So I think that also yielded the fact that it didn't make me confrontational, and I just got comfortable in understanding people and being like, okay, not everybody would understand how I feel. So I got comfortable just finding a resolve within myself. But now I'm growing up and I went to Biggie's house, so I had to learn how to be confrontational on certain issues.
That being said, you're in a house with a lot of strangers. You don't know anybody from anywhere. How do you cope? What's that house like?
Oh my goodness. I don't think words can properly explain how the house is like until you go, but it is a different ball game entirely. Our season had 28 housemates, so I lived with 27 people that I had never met in my entire life. And I think the first thing is that you have to being in the house is just a mental battle, to be honest. You're just trying to survive each day, and you're trying not to provoke yourself or get provoked so much, because at the end of the day, you know that these people don't know you.
What's the plan moving forward? Of course, obviously, we want to see more poetry. I'm sure that people nudging you. Hey, we need a book.
Yes, I've heard that a couple times. Yes. Of course, it's more poetry, more content, spoken words. I spoke about my lounge, which is coming soon as well. I have a podcast that I'm working on, so I'm going to be in your faces a lot more. Yes, and then my business as well, logistics and rebranding, re-strategizing. So it's going to have like a relaunch. Yeah, so that's basically it for now. Just get ready for more poetry.
Well, hey, thank you so much, Daniella, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.
We love you. Looking forward to having you come through in person, and looking forward to the carnival, and hopefully a lot of more work for you. As you say, you're going to be in our faces. We want you in our faces to keep putting out that content. All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Have a nice one. All right. Bye.
You're welcome.